Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming. I'm your host Richard, and today we are here with our very first Pokemon TCGO video. I've been so excited to bring this series to you guys, and we finally got it here thanks to some help. So without further ado, let's go over our first deck. This is one of my favorite decks to run for TCG, both in real life and on the online version. So this is a Team Plasma deck. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon usually does an evil team theme deck for each generation. Like they've done Team Rocket, they've done Team Aqua and Team Magma, they've done Galactic Pokemon, they've done Team Plasma Pokemon, and I'm sure they'll do. Well, I don't know if they'll do Team Flare. They do have Team Flare items, but I don't know. They might bring back Team Magma and Team Aqua with Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But we are on Team Plasma right now. So the big draw to this deck is Team Plasma Lugia EX, that is. It's got this attack called Plasma Gale. It does 120 damage for 4 energy. But you must discard a Plasma Energy to use this attack. That's kind of the one drawback of it, is you do have to discard a Plasma Energy specifically to use that attack. But if you do manage to knock out a Pokemon using Plasma Gale, Lugia's ability called Overflow allows you to get an extra prize card off of that Pokemon. So say you knocked out just a normal Pokemon, you'd get 2 prizes instead of 1. If you knocked out an EX, though, you get 3 prizes instead of 1. So that's really the big draw to Plasma Lugia. And I do have 2 different kinds just because I don't have the same art for both of them. That's just the promo version. And then to help achieve those knockouts, we have Deoxys EX, also a Team Plasma Pokemon. Now, Deoxys has the attack Helix Force, does 30 plus 30 for each energy on your opponent's active Pokemon as long as you have Plasma Energy attached to Deoxys. So we also see that clause with the Plasma Energy for Deoxys. But the big thing we're focusing on is the Power Connect ability. Now, what that does is your Team Plasma Pokemon's attacks, excluding Deoxys DX, does 10 more damage to the active Pokemon. So, say we have Lugia X ready to attack, doing its 120 damage with the Plasma Gale. If we have 1 Deoxys on the bench, it'll do 10 more, doing 130. If we have 2, it does 140. 3 is 150, and 4 is 160 damage. So that's knocking out a lot of the Pokemon in the game, not a lot of EXs, but we do have this item card called Muscle Band. It's a tool card you can attach to your Pokemon and does 20 more damage. So if you have a Muscle Band attached to Lugia and 4 Deoxys in play, it's going to do 180, which can knock out almost every card in the game right now. So that's going to be our biggest goal for this deck. We do have a few other helpers like Thundurus EX. Rad and Knuckle is going to be the deck we're usually using. For 1 Electric Energy, you get to attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Team Plasma Pokemon, bench Team Plasma Pokemon. So say you have a Lugia on the bench, and you had like a Plasma Energy or a double colorless energy, or any of the energies in your discard pile, you can just attach that to Lugia to help it get powered up. And now we do have one more Pokemon in this deck. It is going to be Cubchoo and Beartick. Essentially, these guys are in here just to mix it up in case there's like a Silver Mirror. In case there's a Pyroar is going to be the biggest one, because Beartick can knock out Pyroar with 1 hit. For those of you who don't know, Pyroar has an ability called Intimidating Mane, where basic Pokemon cannot attack him. And as you can see, Lugia EX, Thundurus EX, and Deoxys EX are all basic Pokemon, so none of them can attack it. So we need one guy in there that can just take care of him easily, and Beartick does that job. With Igloo Hold, this attack does 20 more damage for each resistance in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost, or each energy, I guess, is what you could say. So does 20 damage initially. Pyroar has 2 retreat cost, so that does 60. Times 2 for weakness does 120 to knock out Pyroar, who has 110 hit points. So that's why Beartick is in here. And that is all the Pokemon we actually run. Now, looking at, I'm going to look at supporter cards first. We have Colress. We have 3 of these. Shuffle your hand into your deck. Draw equal number of bench Pokemon on both sides of the field. We have 2 Lysander. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active. There's the second one. Then we have N. We have 3 of these. Each player shuffles his or her hand into the deck, then draw equal number of prize cards left. Then we have 4 Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand to draw 7 cards. We have 1 Skyla, I think. Yeah, 1 Skyla. It lets you search for a trainer card, so you can grab one of those trainer cards pretty easily. And those are all of our supporters. And then for items, I have 4 bicycles, so you could draw into 4 in your hand. 4 Colress Machine. What these do is you get to search your deck for a Plasma Energy and attach it to one of your Team Plasma Pokemon. Just a really good way to accelerate energy, especially with Lugia. Then we have a computer search to discard 2 cards and get any card from your deck. That's our ace spec, so we can only have 1 of those. We have an escape rope. Each player switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her bench, and your opponent switches first. So that's a good way to get a kill with Lugia. If there's something on the bench you want to hit, and it may be the only thing, or you can just get an easy kill with Lugia. We have 2 Starling Megaphone. It discards all Pokemon tool cards attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's really in there for Garbodor. Garbodor is a big problem for this deck because we're relying on our abilities. Then we have 2 switches just to switch in between Pokemon. A Team Plasma Ball, which allows us to search for a Team Plasma Pokemon and then put it into our hand. 2 Ultra Balls just to search out other Pokemon. You discard 2 cards and get a Pokemon. And then that brings us back to the supporters, and now we are on to the energies. We have 4 double colorless. This is what we're being attached to Lugia and Beartic that we don't really want to attach to Thundurus or Deoxys, because they don't benefit from it at all. Team Plasma Energy. This will be on Lugia and Deoxys. It can go on Thundurus, but we'd rather not, and Beartic as well. Rainbow Energy. Usually you don't want to attach these from your hand. If you have to, you can. Otherwise, you want to get them in the discard pile to get Thundurus to get them back so that you aren't taking that 10 damage when you attach from your hand. And this provides any kind of energy. And then we have 1 Electric Energy for Thundurus and 1 Psychic Energy for Deoxys. Or Lugia or whatever. But that is our deck. I'm going to find a battle here for you guys, and I'll show you how this deck works. Alright guys, so I got a game here for you. Looks like our opponent gets to choose if they want to go first. Nope, I get to choose. They chose the coin flip and chose wrong. With Team Plasma, you usually want to go second just because it more likely you'll be able to attack on turn 1. And since if you go first, you won't be able to attack. So, would you like to go first? If you know, so no. We want them to go first. And that usually confuses them too, because I guess people don't understand that how Plasma decks work, even though they've been around for quite a while. So we see a couple double colorless and a water energy. So maybe a Seismitoad deck here. I'm not quite sure yet. But it looks like they did get a basic, and unfortunately we got Deoxys to start. So we're gonna really be looking to get Thundurus up. Your opponent, yes, I would like to draw an extra, thank you. Another rainbow. Oh, Eevee and Mew. So I'm assuming there's going to be either Glaceon or Vaporeon with those energies. Minccino. Don't see those often, or Great Ball for that matter. Does attach to the Mew, and that will end the turn. So, we have cards to play. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Plasma Energy and a Rainbow Energy. Get rid of those to get a Thundurus, please. So we will play Thundurus. We will attach a Rainbow Energy to said Thundurus. And that will give us 10 damage. I will play a Bicycle just to get 1 card. It does get us Team Plasma Ball, so we will play that, and we will grab a Lugia to start setting up. Especially since we already have a Deoxys out there. So we'll play Lugia. We would get 4 cards if we played Chorus, but I think I'd rather play Professor Sycamore at this point. Not too concerned about having a Starling Megaphone, because I don't think they'll be playing any kind of Garbodor. I'm gonna save the Chorus Machine for now, and I don't think we can really do anything else this turn, so I will just end turn. So it goes over to them. We'll see Pokemon Fan Club from them. Kind of the new level ball to kind of get your basics out there. So let's see what else this deck has. Eevee again, and a Suicune. Okay, so I'm glad I played Cubchoo, because we'll need Cubchoo for Suicune. Suicune and Sigilith are another two of those Pokemon that we'll use. It is Glaceon. Weird. I haven't seen any other Team Plasma Pokemon, so maybe they're only using it for Icy Wind? I don't know. Or maybe for, goes into Mew to use Fury Swipes from Minccino? No, it has Call for Family. Fury Swipes? No. Who has Fury Swipes? Oh, my Cubchoo. It's using my own Cubchoo against me. Alright, so it only does 20, so that's fine. I will attach a Muscle Band to Thundurus. I will, Skyla allows me to search for a trainer card, and I will find, hopefully, there it is. Oh, went past it. A switch. Grab that. And then, what do we have in our discard pile? 2 energies already, so I'm not too concerned about getting rid of more, or am I? I am going to switch Deoxys out for Thundurus. I will then Ultra Ball away Lugia and a Rainbow Energy, just to grab another Deoxys. Eventually we'll want to get this Cubchoo set up here, but again, I'm not too concerned yet, and I will use Red Knuckle to do 70 damage to Mew after Muscle Band and Deoxys. Grab up Plasma Energy for my Lugia, and that will be my turn. So once this deck starts going, it really starts moving. So you have to stop Team Plasma pretty quick. You can't allow them to set up, especially if they get Thundurus and Lugia out there. So he's playing a Pokemon Center Lady, heal 60. Okay, that's fine. Just allowing, because Mew's going to be up there for longer, that means I'll be able to set up more. It'll be able to use attacks, but I'm not too concerned about it. So it's use Icy Wind. Okay, I'm a little concerned now. Because what Icy Wind does, it's one of Glaceon's attacks. It puts you to sleep. I do wake up right away, so again, whatever. I'm going to play Muscle Band on Lugia. I should have put that on Cubchoo now that I think about it, but we have more. Chorus Machine, a Plasma Energy onto Lugia. So now we only need a double colors for Lugia. I will play the Professor Sycamore. I'm just trying to think if I want to get Beartic up there right away. Because Mew will be able to use Beartic's attack, although Beartic's attack really doesn't work on anybody. And we don't even have a Beartic anyway, so I will play a Deoxys and then a double colorless onto the Lugia, so it is ready to go now. And I will attack with Thundurus once again, doing another big 80 damage now that there's another Deoxys up. And now we can start setting up another Deoxys, or setting up our first Deoxys actually, which... if Thundurus does go down, Mew will be able to destroy, or Deoxys will be able to destroy Mew. So let's see what attack they're going to use. Probably another Icy Wind, yeah. Yeah, an Icy Wind attack. Put us to sleep. We wake up. So, hasn't been a problem yet. What I could do here... So I have a few choices. I'm going to play Chorus instead of N, just because I don't want to give my opponent extra cards, and plus I'll get, how many, 9? We do get our DCE for our Cubchoo, so I'll just attach that now. We also get a Chorus Machine to get our final Plasma Energy for Deoxys. Not our final. We have... 1 in the prizes. Okay, we have 1 of our Plasma Energies in the prize. We gotta remember that. And I could get a Beartic right now. I'm not too concerned about getting a Beartic, though. I can just knock out this Mew and get this last Rainbow Energy for Lugia, just so we can Plasma Gale twice. And actually, I could have retreated into Lugia there to take 3 prizes, but again, whatever. So they do go out in the Suicune here. And actually, this is probably better for us, because now we can retreat into Beartic with... Actually... Actually, this is where Escape Rope will come into play. I'm gonna play Beartick, just to show that I have it. Say, hey, you want that Suicune, and it's gonna be taking damage, because I got a Muscle Band for it as well. And then I will play the Escape Rope, making them switch their Suicune out, and whatever they're switching out into, we're gonna take a 2 prizes off of with Lugia. We'll switch out into the Minccino, seeing that they need it less, and we'll go out into Lugia. I don't want to end. I don't have a need to play any other cards right now, so I will attack with the Plasma Gale. Discard a Plasma Energy, knock out this Minccino, doing 170 damage, and we get 2 prizes. A Bicycle won't help us, and a Chorus Machine also won't help us. So here comes the Suicune again. They're going to play a Chorus. Get a bunch of cards there. And a Great Ball. And they get Articuno EX. Okay, so Glaceon's here for Articuno EX. Interesting deck. I want to make a Articuno EX deck at some point here because I really love Articuno EX. They get a Shauna off their random receiver, and Aurora Beam does 70 damage to Lugia. Okay, I can live with that. I'm going to retreat Lugia, getting rid of the double colorless energy and going out into Beartick. Because Beartick will do, with Muscle Band, does 80 damage to Suicune. So that's not bad. We'll play Chorus Machine just to get it out of here, just because I don't want to deal with it right now. We've got so many cards in our hand. And we don't want to play like a Battle Reporter, even though those are very rare to see. We could end, but that wouldn't be helpful either. We could Computer Search, just to see what we have left. So I'll get rid of a Cubchoo and a Thundurus to see what we have left in our deck. Ooh, we have a Lysander. And I've already retreated Lugia. Shoot. I shouldn't have done that. Muscle Band, Beartick, Sterling Megaphone, Deoxys, DCE, Switch. Oh, I completely forgot Lysander's in here. I should have done that. So I will grab Lysander's. Maybe we can do something with him later. And we'll just attack with Igloo Hold. Does 80 damage. And we'll see what they're going to be up to. They are going to switch. And they're going to use the Icy Wind attack. And Shauna. So, Master Ball. I'm just trying to think. We got to get Lugia powered back up because we did misplay there and retreat our Lugia instead of getting a Lysander. So 80 and it will put us to sleep. And we stay asleep. So Beartick's not doing anything this turn. I could just Professor Sycamore and search for the double colors, but I will just attach a Psychic Energy to Lugia. And then, honestly, we don't have to do anything again. We could Lysander up the Articuno and hope we can hold it up here, but it does only have 1 retreat cost. He does have another Suicune on the bench, so I will keep it for now. I'll just end my turn, realizing that Beartick is going down this turn. We do wake up. But what we're hoping for is an energy and to be able to use Lysander to bring up either Glaceon or Eevee or one of the 2 Glaceons, not Sylveon. I just saw 2 different Glaceons and thought there's a Sylveon out there for some reason. But they used Charon and an energy retrieval. Suicune will knock out Beartick, unfortunately. So now we have... I'm going to bring up Thundurus, actually. I don't have to worry. I can bring up Thundurus. And Startling Megaphone. I mean, I can play that. It's really... It'll get rid of Muscle Band from Glaceon. It's the only thing I'm really worried about. And I'm going to Lysander up the Glaceon. Should I do that? For the Eevee or the other Glaceon? No. This turn, I'm just going to attack, not do the damage with Radknuckle, but get the secondary effect. And attach that to Lugia, so now next turn, we can actually we'll die from Aurora Beam. So we'll allow him to kill Thundurus, and then we'll use Lysander to bring up whatever we want, other than a Suicune. And that will be game. So I'm barring like an N. I don't. Yeah, they haven't played a supporter this turn, I don't think. Yeah. So barring an N, we have this. So it does 70, takes out our Thundurus, exactly what we wanted. We will bring up Lugia. And Lysander out this Glaceon. Just because it's been giving us problems this whole game. And then they just give up, seeing the Plasma Gale coming. And that will be game. So thank you guys for joining us in this Team Plasma deck. If you have any suggestions for decks, leave those down below in the comment section. I think next week we'll do like a review of the new set coming out, and then we'll do box openings for the new set. So we probably won't have this again for a couple weeks. And Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color is going to be coming out, or the old Game Boy Color game will be coming out for the 3DS. Maybe we'll get that on the channel. I don't know. But thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye!